Hey everyone, we're in northern Wisconsin. This is the beginning of June and the bluegills are spawning. We come up here every year and today we obviously did pretty well, right Paige? What do we got here?
63.
63 bluegills. They're all about 8 inches or better. No like 10 or 11 inches, but maybe a couple 9s. But it was a pretty fun day. You know, I don't know how many we caught and threw back, but this is what we kept. Well, now we have to get into the hard part of the day, is cleaning these fish. It'll take me a little while. I still use the old regular fillet knife. I don't own an electric fillet knife, but I have a pretty good method for cleaning these because we've been doing this for years. Every June we come up here and I've cleaned literally thousands of bluegills up here on this very table. The boys are starting to help me, so it's kind of been nice, but I got a way to do this where it's kind of like the rip and tear method, I guess you'd call it, right? Yeah. Once you get to the rib cage, I kind of like tear it and then continue on instead of trying to work your knife around it. It's worked well. It's pretty quick, and I don't find many bones or anything in my fillets at all, and I get a full, complete fillet with the belly and everything. So let's get into this, right, Pate?
Yep.
So I just use a regular fillet knife. I got a bunch of different ones. We have some of these little Rapala ones. I have the longer ones, but these sharpeners work okay. I do like the steel rods. Actually, our kitchen cutlery set is probably the best one we have. I don't have that width, but this will work good. But that's the key, is I kind of keep it sharp. I have a stone as well as far as one of my cutting kits. I don't have that width either, but this works all right. I think I have a steel in my bullet, but this will be fine. All right, what I always do first, here's a nice probably 8-incher, just over 8 maybe. I tuck it behind this fin, and I get behind this the gill plate here, and I get it way in here so it gets up to the forehead here, and it gets down here in the belly. So I kind of try and do a half moon here. Then once I get here, I just follow the backbone down. You can feel the knife poking into the ribs right here, and as soon as you get right here is the end of the rib cage and you shoot it through, then you point the knife, angle it down, and you just follow the ribs all the way out. Now I just slowly make small cuts. There's the rib cage right there, and I make a few cuts on there, but once I get here, I kind of start pushing pressure with the knife here and tearing. Make a couple small cuts, and then I just tear it right there as I do the tear part. And then you just follow the rib cage all the way down until you get the belly. Now I have a full fillet to everything. Then I just repeat the same thing on the other side. Kind of do a half moon here. Turn the fish around. Follow the backbone down till you hit the edge of the rib cage all the way out. Slice it down till you feel the ribs. Then you just do a couple small cuts over it. You can feel it, you can hear that. You can hear the ribs. But once you get to that point, you kind of just tear it a little bit till you get over it. Then you cut down and you follow the ribs down. Then I tear it at the end like that too. Tear it right down to the belly, cut it off. Now that you can see here, there's literally no meat. That's the hardest part, is to get over that rib cage, because it's kind of like it's like a 90-degree angle right there, like a wall, like Peyton says. Yeah, so you have to get down and out and around it. So once you get the knife kind of working, I like to tear it to come over this rib cage, and then you can work the knife down the sides of these ribs, and then once I get halfway, I literally just can tear it right off, and it tears off. I mean, I got all the meat. You might miss a little bit in here, but there really isn't any hardly meat there at all. This one has got a little more meat in there in the center part, but there ain't much there anyways. But I'll get a nice full fillet out of it. Now after I get it filleted off the body, I bring it to the edge of the table, stick my fingernail in here. This is where a sharp knife helps. You kind of get a slow cut, then you get a better grip. And then you just kind of ride the knife between the skin and the meat all the way along, slowly small short cuts all the way through. Now you have a full bluegill fillet. Look at that, beautiful. I got pretty much all the meat I could get off of that fish. Here's a chunk of fin there. Now we'll just do it on the next one. Get it close to the table so you can get the knife flat like that. Make some short little cuts. Kind of slightly angle it down and kind of zip right through it. Boom. Yeah, see, here's the one I had a little bit in the middle was missing, but I have literally a full fillet. All this meat. Some people miss this bottom piece here.
And they just
I don't
like
feel
that.
Yep, and I don't feel any bones. I think there's some pin bones, whatever they call them, in the middle of the fish here, and I don't feel anything. A lot of times people cut out that middle anyways, and that's what would be the part they cut out would be right there. Here's a little bit smaller one. It even works on smaller bluegills. I do the half moon cut here. Work it away right along the backbone here. Right there I can feel the rib cage ending. I can poke it all the way through. Angle it down. Follow it out. You're following the spinal cord down right here. Now I'm just kind of slowly cutting it in until I find the ribs. Work my way up. Now right here I'm going to do a little tear. And then right there I put the knife back in. I'm up over that ridge. Follow the ribs down. Now I can literally tear it off. Full fillet. Let's do the other side quick. Cut. Get that started right here. Follow the fin down all the way out. Tear. Over the ribs, I tear it off at the bottom. Rip it. There is no meat on that. The rip and tear method.
Besides like a tiny
yeah,
bit.
you miss a little bit here, but look at the ribs. There's nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That
both
side
sides.
has just
All the way up.
barely.
There's a lot of meat up into the head here, almost up to the eye. I probably could get some of this too, but it's hard to get around right in there. You kind of curl it up there.
And you can kind of see it too when you bend the head.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right
there's some meat
there.
up in there, but I guess you could cut in front of the head there. So that's our rip and tear method for cleaning bluegills. It's worked really good in the past, and it gets all the meat off of it. I'm trying to teach Peyton and Parker to do it, and they're doing a pretty good job. So we're gonna get to work, and I hope it's useful for you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.